Yeah, hi all. Good morning. Hope you are doing practice. Yesterday we have learned few things in Bootstrap, like utilities, and we just entered into the components and we tried with component here, like a scroll bar. It's breaking. Okay, no problem. We can fix that now. So I'm just opening another window. So, just if you see the section called components and tried carousel, right? This component. So it will give us the facility to just design slide slides. You can add slides. Even see if you go to Amazon because we are going to recreate Amazon. So that if on the home page, sometimes they will provide some ads and it will be it's scrollable, like slidable. So you see two, three, four. And observe carefully how beautiful they have designed this. If you just scroll this is the color, right? And they are applying the same color in the background of that, and it is slightly decreasing. So that means they applied some gradient color and slide the main content hopefully up to this point, but color, okay, they are applying the same color pattern to the background. So that is beautiful. Yes, we can do that one also, but we need to learn lots of things. So this thing we can achieve with carousel. You can add some images and you can provide this kind of. So yesterday we tried, but it's not looking good. Of course, we should learn a lot to make it perfect. Let's open the code and at least we can apply some what we can say width and height. Like width, it is taking 100%, that is fine for us, and the height, let's see, because he has given D block means display block. We already understand yesterday. These are the utilities, right? Shorthand syntaxes. This is width 100 means it will take 100% width. Okay, no problem, that is fine for us. But height, it is taking too much height. Let's see, we can say height 50%. Here also we can go for height 50% only, because it's by default the size of the images is very too large. Hopefully it will help. So 50%. Okay, you are, oh, it's not good so far. So image item, gross item, whether it is working or not. Height, hopefully it should 55%. I think it is not applying properly, or something different. Or if you have done already, that is also, no, it's not affecting. It is not affecting. Carousel, the total carousel is there right here. I'll apply some style here. Style, the height, like 300 pixel. Let's see, just at least make it proper. Yeah, it's 300 pixel. No, it's affecting pixel. But this is not a good idea. Let's try it. So 200 pixel, the carousel is, oh, this so making the image is taking too much height. So we can apply directly there. style, or no, we will have a direct property, height property, that is also a 200 pixel. Then it will apply directly on image. What here? Oh, of course, that's the beauty of design CSS. We should take care of that. Okay, just try in a different ways. Okay, I will try again tomorrow. Like, whenever I have time. What is the issue? But just try to add some other images with a smaller size, then it will look beautiful. At the same time, just try to make equal height and width kind of images. So definitely it will be most beautiful thing. So now today we are going to talk about few more things in Bootstrap. Those are in components. Okay, Carousel, just fix that height and width issue. Definitely it will be perfect. Otherwise, this just because of that height only. Now, let's see. Today we can learn few important things. That is buttons. Okay. So, of course, I'm just removing everything here. So we can do from this start. What we need to do first, just create our HTML simple template. And as we discussed, okay, go to the home page, like um, introduction, definitely they are providing the CDN links. Okay, that's what you already learned. But suppose if someone is watching this video directly today, it's really tough for them. That's why few things I can revise for a few days. Otherwise, no. So if you see here, in this template, these are very important. This meta tag, okay, what we are adding. It's a meta name viewport content width device width. So if this is HTML file, like the syntax, so the meaning of this is already we understand. Okay, it will help based on the device width for us. Okay, this is the zoom level. So this is mandatory if you want to design the responsive designs. Okay, we have applied a we have added a reference to the CSS file. Okay. Now we need to do one more thing, the script file. This is kind of a JavaScript. Okay, so far we can learn JavaScript. Slowly we are going to learn everything. So this is done. So our basic template is ready. Bootstrap template is ready. Now you can add some templates one. Okay, welcome to Bootstrap. Fine. I'm just refreshing that one page. So here, if you want to design some normal buttons, what you will do, you can add like, one thing. You can add a button. You can give a name like okay, click here. That's it, simple. Or we can take help of input. Okay, we have a button. If you another way is just go and put input. Okay, if you just do a type is equal to button. Okay, but here for that you need to give a value like what we need to display on the web. So some close kind of thing, so it will display some text like close. So see some sort of differences there with if you take a button or some like input, but normally nowadays people are preferring to use this input type. This is very good, but Bootstrap is providing some beautiful things. So if you see, if you want to make it much more beautiful, things, just start applying Bootstrap classes. So if it is a button, first apply BTN. Just observe. Okay, this one, anyway, I'm not preferring, so I'm just adding input type is equal to button and the value is submit. So first button is like plain button, and from second onwards we are applying some Bootstrap classes. Then how it is stored in the beautiful. So you see, submit is a normal button. This is also button, but it's not showing any kind of border, nothing. Okay, no problem for us. We have many. They are providing many things. So if you want, what you can do, if you want to apply some background color, okay. Otherwise, button uh, primary. Okay, if you see, if you add primary because they are providing how um, we have some classes right for background color primary, secondary like that. Even they are providing classes button primary to like 8 or 9 classes. So they will provide some beautiful styles for the. So if you see how beautiful is this, we got background color and looking good. And if you see, just some shade is also happening. So if you just mouse forward, so the background color is from becoming like some dark color. So these are good. So in the same way, if you want, suppose if you don't like this color, uh, it is also here. If it goes secondary, the spelling is wrong, we should correct it. Success and even danger. Another one is like information. Same because they're taking same patterns, primary, secondary, success, information in all the places. Whether it is a button primary, button things or background colors, or some um, things which are very close related to those colors. So you see, these are beautiful buttons. So okay, if you are designing with Bootstrap, it's always good to go with these buttons, which is provided by the Bootstrap. So it will be more looking beautiful. So here, okay, we can see few most interesting things in the buttons. Okay, so if you see this is what we are discussing: primary, secondary, success, danger kind of thing. So even if you copy this thing, a link button also. Okay, button class button and button hyphen link, then it will provide like a it will convert like a hyperlink. So see that the first one is a normal button. These are all type of buttons so that you can see the difference. Okay, we have it's beautiful. I think definitely these are beautiful and link button. Not only these things, it is providing lots of different things. So button tags we can discuss about later. But this thing is very interesting. So if you see button, few people don't like applying some background color. They want something different. So whenever you mouse forward on that, at the time we need a background color. But normal time we don't need a background color. We need simple border and simple thing. So nothing. So instead of instead of button primary, right? What you need to do, just do button inline primary. So sorry, outline. Then what it happen? It will just give an outline border and it will be the primary color. So if you see how it looks like. So right now this is looking like this, but now it is it's different. Definitely these are the very helpful things in designing. So I'm just adding these things also the bottom of all those buttons. Just putting some break so that it will go to the next line. You can observe the differences in these buttons. So even whenever you are designing, even small things also, you login screen, sign up screen, wherever you are using buttons, just try to utilize these techniques. Okay, classes. This is almost very light color, so whenever you mouse over on it, at the time only you're able to see the text color. But with the you can apply your own styles on top of it. That already understood. So and let's say if you want to see the button large size and small size like that, yeah, we have another classes available. BTN large means it will go for a large one. SM means a small one. So of course this is not a big deal. So we can apply that one large for one. This is button small SM. So, so you see this is which one we applied large? I think this one and a small danger. So perfect. But if you don't like these sizes, you can apply your own width and height. Definitely it will work. Okay. And disable. This is fantastic. Of course, if you want to make button disable sometimes, because if you don't add items to the cart, we don't need to go for a checkout, right? Or if you entered wrong credentials for the credit card details or at the time of payment, okay, until unless the user given a right credentials, we can disable that button. So in this situation, it's simple. It's just it is not a big thing. Let me on the process whether it is a it's not a class. It's inbuilt one. So just apply explicitly. It's not normally it is disabled is equal to disabled. Okay, naturally, but the text the what can we say attribute and the attribute value both are same, right? Both are same. That's why in those situations, if anywhere if you feel the attribute name and the value name is same, you don't need to mention two times. Okay, just make it visible. That's enough. So just go and refresh. I'm not sure for on which button I have given a visible property. Cross check again. Where we applied this one primary button. Yeah, but I'm not sure whether it's visible or not. It's visible if you see. If it is not visible, it will give a different icon on mouse over, and once it is visible, it is not allowing to click on button. That's the beauty. Okay. If you want, you can apply on these normal buttons. You can observe carefully. So if this mouse over icon is different arrow, this is like hand symbol. This is another interesting thing, and of course, this is very important thing. Okay. And if you see, even if you take anchor tag and if you want to convert it as a button, just to make it roll as button. So some things are there. So these things just keep on reading the documentation, you will understand easily. And if even if you want to place in the grid, um, we can pay we can do it, but once we understand the grid layout or we can read out these things, then it is easy for you. So right now leave these things, oh these or plugins, those kind of things. As a beginner, it's not a big deal. Okay, these like first understand how to use this primary and secondary and outline buttons. Once we learn JavaScript, okay, we can make much more beautiful things. And once you understand the grid layout in next few minutes or maybe in next session, you can go through the other features also. Okay, this is the one related to button, but here one more thing is interesting. That is button group. What it is? Is sometimes you want to you don't need to provide the space between the buttons, and all those buttons are related to the same category. At the time, what you need to do, just create a class, okay, and just suppose just take a container, just a container here. I'm doing just remove all this stuff. Simple. Just take a content, because if you want to group the buttons, you need to add. So take two or three buttons. Okay. So I'm just taking these things. This already we discussed from last 5 to 10 minutes. It's simple. Okay, even without input type also, if you take a button and type a button class, you can apply some button primaries, secondary or success kind of thing. So we'll go with information, we'll go with danger. So you can apply some different colors to the different thing. But suppose if you want to apply same colors, okay, that is also fine. But here, but if you see, these are taking some kind of margin between those buttons. If you feel those are of same group, what you can do, you can just group them by adding some class for the parent container. So it should have a parent container. So what is that? It's providing button group. The class name is button group. The role of role and area label we can discuss in detail in coming sessions. So right now just make it button. So observe carefully what will happen. I will show you without providing the class, and with the class what will happen. So first one, I'm not applying anything, just I'm putting these things in. So if you see, these things have some space, these don't have a space. It means those are of the same category. So if you want just break so that it will display. So okay, maybe just read out this documentation, you will find some more interesting things. Okay, so you can go for outlines, and you can convert check boxes, but these are just once, just understand how to group them, and later slowly just read out these things. These are also important things. Okay, vertical alignments, drop down kind of thing. But I don't prefer to convert buttons to a navigation bar kind of thing. This is enough. So whenever you need a button, go with a button, and if you want to group them, and group them with like classes. Okay, but if you want to go for a navigation bar, we have already navigation bar, but nothing wrong to learn all the things. Okay, just try out, because we have a limited time, so that I'm not going to cover each and everything. I will tell you how to learn each and everything on the next day. Okay, button groups, and if you see some other thing, accordion, I think we have discussed already. Alerts. Okay, okay, most of the times, suppose even if you click on some button, it will provide some alert, or naturally on a home screen we will provide some alerts like today is a holiday. So if it is a college application, today is a holiday, few things will come. So even Bootstrap covered those things. Same thing here also, the primary, secondary, some different colors. Only thing is, if you want to make that, so here, if you click on that button, what should happen? Sometimes you should provide the close button here in like cross mark. If you click on that, the alert should be gone, or the alert will be available for 20 or 30 seconds. After that, it should expire. So these things can happen, but if you want to do all those things, we should go with JavaScript. For right now, we can understand the fundamentals. So if you see, if you want to create alerts, it's nothing simple. He has taken some div and he applied some classes only. So just focus on one thing so that it's easy to understand. So so div, this normal div you have, he has just added some text here, and the role is alert because you can mention why we are writing this. Okay, it's a button group, right? Here you can write like a role as a button or something. I will tell you clearly what is the role of this role. Okay, here if it is an alert, if you are converting this a small div as an alert, the base class is alert, and if you want or decide which background color is we need to apply for that, alert hyphen primary. So in the same way, it will follow secondary successor. It's very simple. Go on, refresh your screen. It will be available. And here, one more thing is also there. If you because sometimes it's very tough to copy paste the things, and if you want to try immediately, if you want to test it immediately. So if you see, is providing some others. In between, we have another text is there. If you want to convert it as a hyperlink, I think we need to add some other classes like this is suggested alert hyphen link. So it will convert into the link. That's not a big deal. So I will show you one interesting thing here. So these things just you're just trying to add icons. I will show you how to import icons in the Bootstrap, and you can do that later. But what I'm trying here, we have some example. If you click on that button, it will pop up the alert, and it will show us the close button also. I'm just searching for that. Why is not there here? Somewhere I've seen yesterday. Yeah, yeah. So of course, if you just copy paste this, it's not to work out. So we need to add this JavaScript also, but we didn't learn JavaScript, right? So that what we can do, just go and test that in the some online. So it will the even they have included JavaScript part. So once we learn JavaScript, we can do all these things. But if you see how it will be, so this the button is simple. So this is they have applied only this ID is different. They have applied button primary, and it is like alert. Okay, it is applied. Okay, it's just applying based on that ID index.js. Okay, no problem. Just you see, you got the alert, and if you close button. Okay, these things we can achieve once we learn JavaScript. Okay, so this is enough on alerts. So if you want to convert enough like any div or something to alert and do it over here is just providing some more information. So if you want to provide the heading for that alert, and if you want to provide some content, and if you want to provide some like footer kind of thing, you can go with because these are simple. You can add the headings, some paragraph, and HR tag will provide the beautiful line in between, and you can make it. Okay, these are not that much difficult. Okay, icons. Okay, right now is taking from um, the internet like www3 www3 org. So these icons. So even these things will work out in our code also. But I will show you how to use Bootstrap icons also because Bootstrap is also providing lots of icons, so we can utilize those things also. So the here nothing. So you're just applying some flex, align items center, and align property. These we know. But here, the image format is you have using SVG format, and the path of the image is this. So just check in the Google, you will find this path because this is the W3 schools um, one. Will what it's saying first define in the scalable vector graph. Okay, some message. Hopefully it will work. Okay. You see, you got the icon from W3 schools, but it's taking too much height and width, so you should control that with some styles. Okay, but already Bootstrap is providing hundreds of buttons. We can utilize those things, but maybe even this team like those W3 schools icons, so they are utilizing. So nothing wrong to use any open source. So here we discussed about simple buttons and how to group them with simple class and how to create a simple alerts. Of course, if you want to make it much more interactive way, we should learn JavaScript. So right now, just focus on the design things and one more interesting thing. Okay, hopefully, if I can explain like this, it will be boring. I know, but tomorrow we are going to design Amazon header or something. So then it will definitely be interesting. So if you see, most of the times we are placing some image and we are adding some title for that, and if you click on that, it should go to the other page, or even you can correlate with products, Amazon products, images there, some description like how many reviews it has done, what is the price, kind of thing, right? So simple this is. So just copy this, copy this one. So I'm deleting all this stuff. So if I want to provide some product details or some suppose SVG, we need to provide the course details, React, JavaScript, okay? Who is the trainer name? Who is the trainer and who is the how many days it will take? Like that, you can do it. So still, okay. If you just class name, okay, class name. If you just make it card, it is behavior. It will apply all the styles related to the card. And if you are using image in that, and you are providing some description, okay, don't worry, it's simple. If you see, the main thing is class is card and image, you should provide just card image top. That means it will be apply those styles to make it on the top in a proper way. They will take care of margin paddings, all those things default. So if you are adding some content like this, even here you can delete these things and you can design on your own. Right now, make it simple, just copy it. And here I want to apply, I want to bring some image. I'm not sure. It will also take too much space. Okay, so we can fix here. Yeah, it is applying properly because Swami Vivekananda is there. So you can provide the title and something. So H1 tag, chord, body, chord, title. So because if you make it chord title, it will automatically apply some styles. Otherwise, you can add your own style. So here you can add some description. Okay, then okay, practice or success. Okay. If you don't understand the concept, if you don't do practice, don't expect the success. And if you're not interested to learn, go anywhere. Okay. If you don't practice, that is your choice. Really decided by the fate. So anyway, like you can add it. So the product details, right? It's nothing wrong. We can utilize this card for Amazon product details. So I will just add. I will download some iPhone, and we can try to display like that. So I will just iPhone 14 to whatever it is. Images. Sometimes again we should have some idea that which image is good for us. So at least so still on that one thing. We should go we should not go for wallpaper. So wallpapers will take too much width and height. So let's see. I think definitely next time I will save some images on my local. So desktop. I will place desktop projects. Projects. Displays. iPhone. Okay. Here, what you need to do, just place that provide that path for that iPhone. You refresh your screen. So iPhone is came, right? So like that, you can add. Just take that div and add cards as children with the help of Flexbox. You can arrange them. Okay. I hope you understood. If not, no problem. The iPhone 14, right? So here I have one product details. Suppose if I want to display 10 product details. Let's see. I will show you now itself. Just take the div. Of course, if you learn Bootstrap grid, it's more easy. So right now we didn't discuss grid, so that's why I'm just going with a normal CSS like Flexbox. Okay, this is the parent, right? Just go with the class, and here these are the children, these people. Okay, I'm just adding one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, normally it doesn't show properly. Definitely, what you need to do just refresh. Then, so if you see everything is coming on one, but I want to display four product details in first row, four things in the second row. So just simple. What you need to do, just here only like I'm applying styles, style, display. What is that? Flex. Okay. Already we understand how to apply these classes in Bootstrap. We can do that one. Minute. Beautiful, right? So if you have done Amazon header, just add the header on top of it. And after that, add carousel, like what we have done, like swipeable screens. Then on bottom of that, just add this thing. So this is ready. So here, what you need to do, add anywhere, not go anywhere. Just give us something like button primary, right? Not button primary, button alert. I think it will be yellow color, if I'm not wrong. Otherwise, I lost it. Here, what you need to do, add to cart, right? Or what is there in Amazon? It's not Bootstrap. What is the colors? Yellow color. Warning. Just apply this one to all the buttons. Okay, only. So I think in Amazon also they have used yellow color if I'm not wrong. So add to cart. Same thing, just replace everywhere. But there are other shortcuts out there to replace the things quickly and to design them quickly with the help of VS Code extensions, a lot of things. Those things will teach you once we enter into the JavaScript and React. So just change the text to add to cart something. But we need some space between all these things, right? So and we should not display all these 8 items into one row. We should go to the next row so that you can do some flex wrap. Of course, even I'm not good in designing, so keep on trying with things you will can do it easily. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items are there in the first row, then 3 items came into the second row, and if you just apply some spacing properly, 4 things will come in first row, 4 things will come in second row. Um, add, add this margin for each and every item. Style, here just add margin, like at least 5 pixel for each and every div that, so that that style only, right? Style applying in the proper place. Let's see whether it's applying or not. It's working. So some space is coming for the first 2 items. Just apply the same thing for all the items. Even you can apply 10 pixels. It will be beautiful. So of course, I'm not saying that you should use only cart bootstrap one. Lots of things are there you can handle with normal divs and lot of stuff, but this is also one way. But anyway, we are going to design complete thing very soon. So, is our div. Okay, fine. I just applied for 4 or 5 items. Hopefully, no, it's beautiful. And if you want to make it the center alignment, what you need to do is justify or align items. Okay, few properties are there. Right? Just add those things. So here I will show you. I will try. So justify content center. Then what will happen? It doesn't go for left or right, so it will be in a center position. Okay. It will beautiful, right? Then our product page is ready. Just apply Amazon header is on top. Apply some footer in the bottom and change the images. Okay, iPhone 11, iPhone different versions of Samsung, and you can add your favorite images and everything, and design it. Hopefully, your at least 30% of your Amazon application design UI perspective is ready. Okay, this is of course you can do because what I'm saying, just learn all these things, do practice separately. After that, okay, we can do a project. So right now, I'm not okay in even for Amazon. I'm not going to use a card for that. We can design in a different way. But here, just try to use the card and make it much more beautiful. And even you can add ratings. And so if you see even here also, if you go to the cameras fully, it's just showing you the camera. So here if you see in the first row, yes, displaying four items, one, two, three, four. In the same way, you can add this much big text as a description, add to cart, or make it small. Just try to replicate Amazon. Try to replicate Amazon. That is our goal. So that you will understand the concepts properly. Fine, that's all. So even here, lots of things are there. Okay, navigation bar and the pagination, spinners, toast, tooltips. Okay, okay. Don't try to read each and everything slowly. Whichever you can understand easily, go through it. And tomorrow we are going to learn how to design the forms and the layouts. And the most important thing is breakpoints, containers, and grid. Okay, if you understand these three concepts, then we can design the responsive websites. So hopefully today is Friday. So maximum tomorrow also I will provide a session for you if it is feasible. I'll let you know. Hopefully you enjoy this session and do practice it because I'm saying clearly. Of course, I will say it daily. Without practice, you can't learn anything. So please do practice. Thank you and see you tomorrow.